We might think we are exhausted from the excitement of the game. Wrong. We are exhausted because our living room windows are currently executing a physical photon war inside our eyeballs. If we are desperately querying the search matrix for "why does my head hurt after watching TV in a bright room," we need to wake up. We are throwing our photoreceptors into a double-sided laser grill, and that headache is a catastrophic system crash of our pupillary sphincter. The wellness matrix wants us to buy $200 blue light glasses to fix a mechanical failure they helped create. They are distracting us. Today, I am deploying the $0 shadow anchor protocol, a hard-coded spatial patch that perfectly reboots our ocular hardware in 60 seconds. Stop burning the optic nerves. First, we must decode the hidden physics Western medicine deliberately missed. Wait, do not skip this mechanical glitch. If we do not understand how this micro-contraction burns out our neurological bandwidth, we will continue to suffer from severe brain fog for hours after the whistle blows. This is a catastrophic double-photon bombardment. On a bright summer afternoon, to combat the ambient sunlight and see the game, we crank the TV brightness, the nits, to the absolute maximum. Right now, the high-frequency screen light and the aggressive natural sunlight are violently fighting for control inside our eyeballs. Our pupils are experiencing a physical system crash. They instinctively want to contract rapidly to block the sun, but are simultaneously forced to dilate to catch the dark details on the screen. Our ocular muscles are forced into thousands of useless micro-contractions every second. This biomechanical tug-of-war causes severe physical ocular muscle strain and neurofatigue. It is time to stop this brutal pupillary tearing. Western optometry tells us to rely on synthetic drops. But in our Chinese spatial physics, the ultimate $0 secret explained by physics is this: ambient light must never overpower the primary focal point. We are deploying the $0 shadow anchor protocol. Before kickoff, walk to the window and pull the curtains, physically cutting the ambient room light by at least 50%. Then, drop your TV brightness down to exactly 40%. This mechanical action might sound too basic for the matrix, but there is a mathematical threshold we must hit. If our ambient room light remains even 10% above the primary focal point, the shadow anchor fails. We are artificially establishing an absolute contrast baseline for our visual hardware. When the ambient glare drops, our pupils no longer waste energy fighting the sun. They lock into a highly stable, slightly relaxed mechanical state, perfectly optimizing our pupillary response physics. This is our optical baseline. We can continue pursuing that sun-drenched modern lifestyle, letting our optic nerves physically burn out in a crossfire, surviving the evening on synthetic painkillers. Or, we can use a $0 mechanical action to reclaim absolute operational control over our visual neurology. A glaring system crash, or cool, sharp clarity. You decide. We have already debugged the zero-cost Chinese hardware patches for World Cup physical recovery. If you missed these $0 physical upgrades, hit the playlist in the top right to patch your system. And for those still in the matrix, the next hardware failure is already scheduled. Next time, I will be revealing why jumping up to celebrate a goal, or suddenly standing up after hours on the couch, triggers an electric shock-like catastrophic failure in your lower back. Don't let your pelvic hinge crash in the final. Here is your final system verdict: peak biological performance does not require a premium subscription. True health is never about buying a new synthetic cure, it is simply about deleting a bad habit. If you are ready to exit the wellness matrix, stay. If you prefer the comfort of expensive lies, this channel is not for you. 0 pills. 0 bills. Just physics. Show up or don't. You decide.